What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So like I told you guys in the previous, I told you in a couple days I was gonna be doing another video. Well, this video is actually gonna be about my buddy Carlos's EK hatch. That was the same person that I told you that I did his SI4 B16 turbo. Well, we swapped everything, like I'm talking about suspension, trailing arms, front end, everything. He bought a EK hatch that was completely stock, and we swapped it all over. He's actually coming in probably in 5 minutes from work. He works at Riley Auto Parts. So this is gonna be another car that's gonna be like one of the main cars on my channel as well. Yeah, so I'll show you right now how it looks. The hatch is pretty dope. The motor was completely built by me. Nobody touched it, just me and him. He helps me a lot actually. Like anything I need, he's right there for me 100% of the time. So I appreciate him. So my thing to him was getting his hatch running. He actually needed for school at the time. He was going to Westfield State to criminal justice, and I was like, you know what, let's take the single cam out of it and let's put a B series in it. So actually, let me show you. This motor was actually the one that was in his coupe. Like I told you, it was B16 turbo, but actually we blew that one up. We actually the piston blew into pieces. 2 injectors clogged up and leaned down in cylinder 1 and 2. Cylinder 2 was the one that got the worst. It disintegrated the piston, rod came out the block. So we, in about a week, we actually did a B20. We literally were trying to find anything so we can go to the track again. So we did that, put the head on the B20, made a B20V. This B20 actually has a girdle, ARP cranks, studs, ARP head bolts. And yeah, it actually, this motor, we actually sold the cams on it. Right now it has stock GSR cams, but the cams that we were using mostly were Skunk 2 Pro 2 cams. It has SuperTech springs and retainers. And yeah, the intake that was on it actually was this one. This is the motor on the B16. It was Skunk 2. So yeah, we went to the track actually on the same tune that the B16 was tuned on. What I did was I just raised the fuel map and lowered the boost to like 10 pounds just to see how it did. Come to find out, the alternator started, you know, messing up on us, and it started breaking up right after VTEC. So we couldn't really test what it did. Actually, the first pass, it did a 1960 for me babying it. Like literally, I was probably shifting right before VTEC. It still did a 13.2, which I was like, what the hell? So it has potential. We don't know what's gonna happen with it yet. I think we're just gonna leave it to the side as a spare. But I'm pretty sure if anybody comes with good money, he'll sell it. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna the water neck on the head that comes right here to the radiator is actually leaking. We didn't put a gasket on it when I built the motor because, you know, we wanted to heat it on. He needed it right away, so we just put some silicone. So I guess ate away at the silicone and it went right through, so it's leaking a little bit. But other than that, we're gonna put an AM gauge today on it. But the setup on this is a complete stock bottom end B16 A2. This is not the block from the AM1. The block, actually, we trashed it. It was completely, well, like I told you earlier, a rod came out the block. So stock B16 bottom end. The head, it's another head package. It has I believe it has Skunk 2 springs and retainers. It has Skunk 2 Pro 3 cams. I know the cams are a little bit too much for the bottom end, but it actually works pretty good. I can put a video in right after this. So that's the motor setup on it. Again, King Race bearings, brand new bearings. Oil pump was used from this block. What I did was I took the Allen head washer that was on it, added a shim to bump up the oil pressure. I got your knocker mounts all the way around, except the rear. The rear is innovative, and carbon fiber front end. But this is her, and it's on a S300. Tuned by your boy. I was actually surprised that he let me do it, but he trusted me, and he's the man's himself, Carlos Tech. What's up, bro? Say what's up to my channel.
What's up? We're vlogging again?
Yeah. So now I'm just explaining what happened to your SI and what we did to the hatch to where it was today. So I was just actually explaining to him right now that you trusted me in tuning your car for you on the street.
Yeah.
So, and that, mind you, that was blind. The hatch I might even have way too much fuel than what it needs, but I just wanted to make sure, yeah.
Figure it out now.
And the timing right now is kind of mild, so that's why that gauge is there for, so we can check it out. So, but we'll get back to you guys. He's probably gonna get changed, and then we'll fix the water neck and install the gauge. So actually, my boy Edwin, he's kind of shy in front of the camera, but actually I forgot one of the other main cars that are gonna be on my channel is his Acura. It's a really clean 1990 Acura. It's the complete stock motor original from the car. Is actually turbo. I'll wait until he gets back out. He has the keys for it, and I'll show you the setup on it. But I forgot to explain to you guys what is going to end up happening to the hatch. So the hatch is his daily driver, but the hatch from the beginning when he bought it is going to be for drag racing and for street racing, whatever. But he sold his old turbo setup. Actually, he still has the manifold there, the ram horn from BWR, but he sold everything to my cousin Jonathan. He has a CRX that is just a stock LSV, no crazy. It's not really crazy. Just want to make like 300 reliable. The hatch is gonna go all out. We're gonna do piston rods coming up soon. He did buy, in the time being, position turbo intercooler, and he does inside his house. He does have a Speed Factory top mount manifold. We're gonna go again B16. I don't know why. Ever since my other cousin Tommy, he had a EG Coupe B16 turbo, and my uncle, he has a CRX that's B16 all motor fully built. I fell in love with B16. It's the smallest motor out of the B series, but that's just, I don't know. I just love how they rev and whatever. Actually, this one right now, we're revving it to 9,500. I think you guys think I'm crazy, but in order to get into power band with the cams, we have to rev it up that high. Honestly, before 800 feels lazy. It does not move. After 8 grand, this thing is literally a monster. We shift at 9,500. This motor and this setup been together since actually last summer, 2019. So it's been good so far. It has some leaks here and there, but it's B series. Once you open up a stock B series, they tend to leak. We put every new gasket, but I don't know what the hell's going on. So we're gonna fix that. That's the gist on this car. And then once my buddy Edwin comes out, I'll show you the Acura. But yeah, I'm very excited for this year. I don't know why. This year's just gonna be dope. I'll set this camera up somewhere so we can start getting into the hatch, and it'll probably be like a little time lapse. It's pretty easy. It's nothing crazy. It's just this neck right here. 2 10mm bolts. Take it out, clean it real nice. I don't know if he has the gasket or not. We probably just use a better silicone. And that is all set, and then install the AM, and that's pretty much just positive, ground, connected.
Power.
Yeah, power, ground, and then we already have the tap on the exhaust already in there, and we already have an AM just wired up already, but that's the old version, the version 1, and it freaks out every once in a while, so we're gonna take that out and just put the new one, the X series, which is totally better. So yeah, we'll get to it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so raise the car up, and Carlos, you drive this shit. What do you think butt dyno you think this car is making? More than a stock B16. I would say this car is probably making 180. I say 20 horses more than stock.
170 something around.
Yeah, 180. But she moves pretty good. We actually
definitely moves on top end. Bogs out a little bit on the low end, but when it hits top end, it's
like I told you guys, this car, that's why we have to rev it so high, is because after I say 7600, that's when she
starts moving.
She starts moving. She opens up like hard. Like literally the VTEC, I have it. I tried lowering the VTEC, and I'm telling you, it did not like it. So I raised it to 5800, and after that, and I'm telling you, this thing is only probably like at 26 degrees of timing on top. So I think she has like probably 1 or 1.5 degree left. But honestly, I think she's good where she's at. We're just gonna put the air fuel, whatever to see how she's doing on fuel, and if I can trim fuel back, I would, so I help it out a little bit. But if I feel like she doesn't like it, then I'll honestly leave the 2.5, because she's like extremely happy. She cruised fine, no hiccups, no nothing, and yeah. But I lifted up. I'm actually gonna be working on taking out the old AM O2 sensor. And then while I'm doing that, he's gonna be working on the water neck, bolting that and cleaning it up and putting it back together.
Alright guys, by next week I'll buy it.
So he took the intake that was out of here to give him a little bit more room, as well as the distributor, and he already took it out. He's cleaning it. I already swapped the O2 sensor on the pipe. Let me see if I can my thing here. And I already dismantled the bottom of the cluster or whatever, the dash. This right here, don't worry about that. That's just for his gutter rig speakers. But yeah, pretty soon we do have a pillar already that goes right here, mounted right on the side, like typical Hondas. But other than that, yeah. All right, so fast forwarding a couple minutes. We fixed the water neck, and let me get my phone out. I can show you. I installed the wideband. And there it is. We're gonna be turning on a little bit. We're just letting the silicone dry up. But yeah, we might go around the block to test it real quick to see what it does, and then after that, I'll close out the video. Probably in a couple of days, I'm actually gonna do another video on my RX-7. I actually have some gauges that came in. My tires are supposed to be coming in Monday. Today's Friday, right? Today's Friday, so Monday. So by Tuesday, this video will be posted, hopefully sooner, and then by Thursday, the video on my RX-7 on the gauges and the tires, whatever, will be posted. So yeah, so driving around the block in a little bit, and then I'll close out the video. Alright guys, so we were gonna go take a pass around the block, but it's kind of late out, so we're just gonna leave it for another day. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, doesn't matter. Look, we just know the hatch works. Just wanted to show you what we were gonna do today. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Peace out.